Mr. Minville, we'll begin with you for a 3-minute closing statement.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank Irrigation Vegetable Growers, CoLab, and Farm Bureau for putting on this event. I'm very appreciative of the fact that you would have a debate. I think it's very important that people publicly see the difference between Mr. Kuhn and myself as IID directors. In closing, I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight. As we all know, these are challenging times. Despite that, during my tenure on the board, IID has accomplished many goals that are important to all of us. I do not have time to list all of them, but there are 2 examples I want to mention that this group will especially appreciate. Creation of a much-needed in-house council, and more recently, selling off the trust lands. I'm proud to say that that debt is now 0. We also made the district more transparent by television broadcasts of all meetings, a much improved IID website, and bringing in a fresh face such as Chuck DeMars to help us improve the QSA. There are still many pressing issues facing the IID. It will take leadership and a willingness to work together to find solutions. Those are qualities that I bring to voters in my candidacy for re-election. I'm dedicated to protecting our water rights, keeping water and power rates the lowest in Southern California, and building a business climate that encourages farming and other economic development that will benefit everyone in the Imperial Valley. I ask for your vote on November 6th for IID Director, Division 2. Thank you.
Mr. Kuhn, 3 minutes for a closing statement.
Thank you, and thanks again for having me here. We have the lowest power rate in Southern California, but we don't have the lowest energy cost. Now, anyone here who pays an IID bill knows there's a charge up there called the ECA. That's your estimate, your energy cost adjustment. And what the past board did, and it never did happen the eight years I was on that board, it was not supposed to ever be fixed. It was supposed to float according to the price of natural gas. It was only on there to raise that amount of money. When the gas went up, the ECA went up. When gas went down, the ECA went down. And your people who are on your current board fixed that cost. Therefore, without a rate increase, they got more money, and so they can say the rate was down, but it's artificially down because they were making the money on the ECA. They lost $300 million in a gas hedging deal. They had to make it back. The unfortunate part about that for all the people in this valley is that the $300 million they lost was money we paid them. So in order to get it back, they had to recollect another $300 million from us to get that money back. And then instead of loosening or lifting the ECA with a float again, they kept it static. Then they collected another $150 million when it wasn't necessary. And now they call that fund the Rate Stabilization Fund. And now they're trying to make runs at it to pull that money out for capital projects. It was never supposed to be used for capital projects. And that's what they're trying to do now. It just defies logic. How we can say we have the lowest power rate in the state of California when they use the ECA to do the unheard of. Raise the rate without a rate hearing. Now, was it illegal? Apparently not. Was it immoral? Yes, it was. And that's why this thing is not just about water. This is about power. All I heard during that June deal was, it's all about the water. It's all about the water. No, people, this is all about the water and the power. And we are all affected by the power. And we got ripped off. And we got ripped off royally. And now, rather than give that money back or use it for rate stabilization, they're talking about using it for capital projects because they artificially kept the rate down. And they got it back on that ECA, and it was just wrong. Horribly wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tim.